What's going on, everybody? JD here for the next episode of JD Plays Ark Survival Evolved on my single player server. I'm on the boat, the Steggo's out, and when I left you guys last time, I had just knocked her unconscious. And man, oh man, I have slowly but steadily weighted her down. So if you remember, I told you guys we were going to do this tame using Mayho berries, and I told you I would need to wait for her hunger to get to a certain threshold. Now, how do you calculate that threshold? Well, with Mayho berries, let me see if I can do a little monitor display share here. Hang on just a second. So the way I calculate this work? There we go. Is I know that a Mayho berry is worth 30 hunger apiece, okay? And if I go look up on Dodo Dex, it tells me about how many Mayho berries I need to feed her to get her where I want her. So I know that 30 times 68 is 2,040. So if I subtract from her hunger 2,040, 6,600, here's her hunger, minus 2,040, I'm going to get 4,560. So once she's below 4,560, I know that I can drop 68 Mayho berries in her, and she's going to eat them straight through and be tamed as quickly as possible using those Mayho berries. Now, it would be better if I had something like kibble or even rare crops to feed her, but Mayho berries are going to work. And yes, I have begun expanding on the raft again a bit because I'm kind of using this raft as a hybrid. So here are our Mayho berries. We have them ready to go. We've been keeping them nice and stored away. Let us give them to the young lady. And her torpidity is still solid. It should be plenty to get this done, but let's feed her up. And we should see her tame start to rise. Now, she's low level. We're not going to gain a lot of bonus levels. It's okay. This is our first dino tame. I'm okay with that. We just need a basic dino that's going to allow us to get solid harvesting capabilities for gaining mass amounts of berries in a very rapid amount of time. That's what we want this dino for. We'll see how good I am at using calculators and stuff here in just a second. But the idea right now is her hunger is coming up. As her hunger comes up, as always, the taming bar is coming up. We want the tame bar to completely finish before she's full on food. This is called starve taming. For some reason, because she's only gaining 1.5 at a time, I have my doubts that I have calculated correctly, but we're going to see. We're going to come back to this in a minute. So I'm just going to let her tame. So let's look at what I've been doing in the base so far. So basically, previously the raft ended right here. It was just too wide. I have added in 1, 2, 3, 4 more foundations. I'm not going to extend the wall all the way out because I like having this little ramp here where I can run around and get on top. So I can put windows back up here and shoot down into the cage if I need to. But also this allows me to add this extra bit of space on here, and I may extend it one more block forward. I haven't decided yet. I'm kind of on the fence about that. But now I'm going to have the ability to extend the flooring and have 2 floors, which is much further away because as we saw when the Steggo came in here, she wrecked my forge and my preserving bin, and I don't want that to happen on future tames as I bring big dinos in here, because that's what this is for. But overall, the idea behind this is working because I'm able to transport, my tame safely out into the middle of the water. I have this mobile base now, and everything is working as anticipated, so to speak. So I am liking it. There's probably some more tweaks that I could do, but for something that I kind of built impromptu, it's doing the job. Can I access her from here? She's up to 64.5, but that hunger, it's sure getting high on the meter right now. We may make it. My calculation may have been correct. If I were concerned about her torpidity, I would feed her narcotics. But guess what? All my narcotics got stolen by a bird. Because they're cool like that, those birds. How much I love them. They make the game so fun and interesting. They're literally like my favorite. Not my favorite guys at all. All right. Now, what is it going to take? We need to make a saddle, right? We need a saddle for this young lady, this Steggo. What we need for that is some fiber, some hide, and some wood. And would you look at that? I just happen to have all of that on me. How fancy. My first dino is about to be done. I'm excited. I'm excited. 97, 99. And we didn't even lose a single level to taming effectiveness. All right, Halle Berry Gatherer. Yeah, I know that's not the correct spelling, guys. It's okay. Or at least I don't think it is. I could be wrong. So we toss a saddle on there, and look at this. We have our first rideable dino. It's dark. We can't see anything. That sucks, but you know, it'll be okay. There we go. Pop out a torch, and we can kind of see. And what we're going to do is I'm just going to pop off her, and immediately let's go in here and go to behavior. Disable following. Pick up some poop here. Oops. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. We don't want to open this door right now. Now, don't worry about your dino too much. She can swim. But it's dark. It's like really dark. It's becoming morning, and that's good. We want to be able to get her home. She can't climb a ladder. So there are only a couple of ways that I have to take her home. And what we have to do is hope that one of these ways is moderately safe. And that's really all, you know, all we can do is attempt to take her there. There's no way around that. So this brand new dino that we just got, we could be about to just lose. Now we're up to 440 carry weight with two levels. I think it's 5% per point that I put in here, but it might be 10% for melee. I'm considering dropping that in there, but I think I'm just going to keep going with carry weight, honestly. It's just working out better for me. All right, so we're up to 38. Guess what happens at 38? We get another massively important new saddle. We get the Pteranodon saddle. We can go after Pteranodons, boys and girls. We can also go after sabers. And if we wanted to, we could go after large crop plots. We're not probably going to use the large crop plots, so I'm not super worried about that. But the Ankylo saddle is important for when we get ready for an Anky. The Dode saddle up here is also important for when we want a Dode. Although, realistically, those dinos are kind of more important when you're working in tandem with someone else than when you're by yourself. They're still very good dinos for the jobs that they do. Okay, let's take a look and see. I got a couple ways I can go about this. The way I'm thinking about going is straight down the pipe here. But I know that there has been some bad dinos back in this area. I want to kind of maybe leave her here and scout a little bit, and we'll come back for her. I think it's a good idea. Let's at least get an idea of what's in front of us. If I see a trike, that's a good sign. And I'm very much considering. Oh, look at all these bugs. Look at all these bugs coming at me. There are a ton of bugs. There's one. There's two. I am very much considering starting to work on getting a bunch of raptors for farming raptor eggs for kibble for a mammoth, because the tame time on mammoths without kibble is pretty large. And while I do want a mammoth, I think that's definitely going to be one of my goals this time around, is to have a mammoth. I don't think I want to try to do it without kibble. There's a lot of dinos I'm willing to bite the bullet and do it without the kibble. I don't know that a mammoth is one of them. Come on, give me all that chitin. I need it. Lots of dead bugs. Once you get your hands on the metal pike, it's an excellent tool for killing bugs, by the way. And yes, I just ate more raw meat, by the way. I need to start cooking my meat because I have the ability. I'm just being lazy. All right, the path looks semi-safe. Now, I say that with all known, caveats that at any time of me saying the path looks safe, everything in their dog could spawn and come at me, and it will no longer be safe. You took a crossbow bolt to the face and are still flying after me? Oh god, there's a compy army coming. Look at this. I just need my stamina to refill so I can fight these guys. There's a 140 compy in there. And they're plus 3'd. What is this business? No. Back off, compy army. I'm fighting valiantly. To the death with you, compy man. I don't know. I don't think I can skin these guys with this, but I'm gonna try it. Nah, you can't. Let's go for meat. I hear more bugs. Where am I hearing the bugs? I guess I was just hearing bugs from their bodies. Alright. So we've got... Things are looking okay as of up to here. I don't see anything too terrible. I see a couple of spooked parasaurs. That always makes me nervous. But that could be as simple as a dilo. This is kind of one of the danger points. Okay, it looks safe. That doesn't mean it is. It just means it looks safe. So let's go get the Steggo and we're going to try to walk it up from here. I need to message my wife right quick. She's messaging me. All right. Let's go get our Steggo. We're going to try to bring this bad boy home. Now, there's a lot of stuff I am willing to fight at this point. Just because I've got, you know, some decent weapons, and at some point I've got to be willing to fight. Oh, it's a Pegomastix. I'm not dealing with you. Not in the mood. Not today, Junior. Where are you at? Let's just get our bowler ready. Right, there it is. Dang it, I missed. I missed again. What did he get? Oh, carrots, and yeah, you're not keeping my carrots. I'm sorry, dude. You're going to die for that. He could have taken a lot of things, and I've just been like, screw it, I got better things to do. But I'm not giving up carrots. And I think I just shot the wrong dino. Yeah, I did. I just shot that guy. Ah. Alright, that's bad. Looks like I'm giving up my carrots, and after all that smack I just talked. Alright, let's get on this dude and let's go. And I am apparently dehydrated right now. Alright, so Steggo's slow. They've got their sprint's not terrible. But their stamina does drain pretty quick. I'm going to take him into the water to rehydrate myself real quick. Because I'm dying of thirst and overheating. And it's because of the armor that I'm wearing, by the way. Your dino can swim, by the way. So if you get off of it, like that. And apparently the neighbor's dog has just shown up at my house. Alright, so hopefully that Diplodocus there forgets about us and lets us just pass. That's the goal right now. We're going to throw on our cloth armor because I don't want to sweat to death and lose all my water. Oh, apparently you can mount and fire now. Very cool. You used to not be able to do that. So, Stegos are by no means defenseless. They're stout. They can definitely kill some things. In fact, there's a lot of things out here on this beach that we can pretty easily fight. They're good at harvesting wood, but they're especially good at and it's not really so much that they're good at harvesting wood. You're going to gather it by proxy. They're not good at it, in all honesty. They don't gain any bonuses to it. But as far as dinos go, they can harvest wood. What they're good at harvesting is berries. They are absolutely a berry harvester. Their tail swipe is massive. And as with the human, the Steggo, any dino you tame, is going to start from ground level and start leveling up. That's why it's so important to get these high level tames, because the first several 30 or so levels are pretty easy, especially if it's a high level tame, to just rip right through. The Steggo's already gained a level right now. And as it gains level, they gain stats. But they gain more stats as a wild dino than they do as a tame. So, for example, consider tame versus wild as like a multiplier. Let's say that a tame, and I'm making these numbers up just for the sake of explanation. Let's assume that a tame dino has a 3x multiplier on all of its stats. A wild dino has like a 5x multiplier. So you really want to get the highest level wild tame on a dino that you can every time you can. Now, just to get started, you just need, something simple. We could have started with something as simple as a trike. Trikes are not bad starter dinos. Some people are okay with starting with the parasaur. I do not like starting with parasaurs. I feel that parasaurs are a waste of time. They're not bad for transportation, but if you're playing by yourself, the Ingrams and everything, they just don't really seem worth it to me. Okay? So I've kind of been just rushing through the jungle so far. Let's harvest some berries right quick. So let's swing our tail this way. Look at all those berries in a single swing. We've gained... It's so ridiculous how overpowered these things are. But you got to remember, when you swing that tail, anything around you, you're going to hit it. It's going to be aggroed on you. So like that Dimetrodon right over there, if I swung and hit it, that thing's going to start attacking me. Those things are super social. So all of its little buddies are now also going to be attacking me, and I'm going to have to fend that off. And while they don't do a lot of damage necessarily by themselves, in packs they do. And the other thing about them, like right here, we got a bunch of Dilos right there. A whole bunch, in fact. Those guys are going to probably attack me in the pack. And if I'm not careful, I can hit the Bronto or a Trike or all these other dinos, and you start getting swarmed. Some dinos, like the Dimetrodon here, when they begin attacking you, if you're on the back of a dino, guess what? They attack the pilot of the dino. And while your dino might be nice and tough, they'll eat you and you'll die. And then your dino's left to whatever's around them, any other wild dinos like a T-Rex or raptors or whatever, to be attacked by them. So be aware of your surroundings when you're on one of these dinos. And there's my nemesis, the Ichthy. You can feed your dino directly from its inventory. You can open it by hitting F. So I'm feeding this dino stem berries right now so that I can sprint again. Having a good stack of stem berries when you're transporting a dino is probably not a bad idea. Keep that in mind. So right here, I'm going to get some bushes. Look at all those berries. 100 Tinto, 100... you gather berries so fast. Once you've got yourself a berry harvester, going after berries is kind of like, yeah, that's no problem. Insects are aggro. They're very good for certain dinos to hunt. They're especially very good for pteranodons to hunt. Pteranodons can barrel roll through them, doing massive damage to them and killing a lot of them. It's a very good way, if you can find large packs of insects, to level a pteranodon. Although flyers have been significantly nerfed from what I understand and from what I've seen compared to what they used to be, they're still very good because they're flyers. You get to fly. The power of flight is massive in any game. Now, Stegos are very slow. That's okay. We're usually not moving them as, using them as mass transportation. We're usually harvesting some berries and then putting them back where we brought it from. Its pen or its cage. And we've been pretty fortunate so far because we've literally made the whole trip home with virtually no issues. Let's feed it some more. Let's give it some stats here. Now we're going to be primarily either pumping one of two things in a Steggo. Melee damage or weight, so that we can either get higher harvests or so we can carry more. Weight is my concern. I want to be able to carry more all the time. The more I can carry, the more effective the dino is. Look at all these compies behind me, following me right now. As soon as I swing my tail, now we're fighting compies. And don't be tricked. Compies in large packs can take down Steggos, dude. I've seen it happen. But the Steggo does have the advantage that when it swings its tail, it is a knockback. So it can get, you know, this form of separation between it and whatever it's trying to defend itself against pretty easily. We've already killed one compy. I'm about to kill another. And that's another area that melee damage comes into play because you can use it, you know. We're getting like 12 points right now per weight per level. That was a 130 compy. Nice. Melee damage will help with self-defense and things of that nature. All right, so now that we're kind of in the safe zone, I'm feeling a bit more comfortable about farming. Now look, I'm taking down trees as I do this. I'm not gaining a lot of wood. Now we're going to fight birds. And the birds are going to rob the Steggo. And they're very annoying. But that's okay. I don't really care. We just got to swipe the tail at the right time. And hope the bird doesn't start attacking me. You can see the radius, the AoE radius of how big this thing's swipe radius is. Now, most of these berries we don't care about. What we care about primarily are the narcos. We really don't even care about the wood and the thatch. That's not what we're here for. We're here for narco berries. Mayho berries are not bad to hold on to because for any kind of plant-eating dino, you know, mayhos come in handy. We've already just about gained another level. And as your dino levels and gains experience from the things that it's doing, you receive a share of that experience. So you're gaining experience for leveling your dino. Come on back down here again, bird. Keep coming on down. Look how bloody it's getting. I just want to kill this bird right quick. Keep my eyes on it. One more time. Come on in. I got you. We're over 600 pounds on this thing already. And this is a baby. It's a little one. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed attacking me for nothing. Alright, so like right here, this is a massive berry gathering spot, right? You swipe this way and then you swipe that way. Hundreds of berries gathered. Over 100 narcotics just in 2 tail swipes. That's very massive for building up our narcotic supplies for taming larger dinos. That's why it's so important to get yourself a berry gatherer. I just attacked another bird. Fortunately, 2 swings and that one was dead. And it removed 100 narco berries. Please tell me I can get some of those back off you. You're a sorry dog. Be careful using tools around your dinos. You will not realize that you are hitting them and you will kill them very, very rapidly. I've killed dinos almost instantaneously jumping off to mine a node and my dino stepping on top of me and me not realizing I'm hitting the dino and then the next thing I know it's dead. You will kill them. It's going to happen. Pay attention to where your dino is at all times in reference to you. All right. Now, I don't have a pin for this dino. That's a bad thing. We definitely want to get a pin built for good old Halle Berry here as soon as possible because things will come up and attack her and eat her. But look at all these narcotics. Just in bringing her home, oh, it's beautiful. We're going to be able to make so much narcotics now. And because we can make so many narcotics now, that's a lot of experience. I mean, just be real with it. Look at all this meat. I am ready for raptor taming. That's what we're going to be working on soon is raptors. In fact, we may go after a raptor. Let's see, what time is it? We're about 25 minutes in. We'll probably go after some raptors in the next episode. All right, let's get these processing. So for every 100 berries, you need 20 spoiled meat. So I need 100 spoiled meat. Just about 120. Not quite, but just right under it. Like we're on the cusp of 120. So there's 100. Split this in half, throw that in there. Go to drugs, hit all. Boom. It'll only do 100 at a time, so do it again. Boom. There we go, 118 processing. Everything else can go back in here. Check on lay dodos. What are you doing over there? Stay. No, stay. I took all the meat off my dodos and all the eggs and started storing it. And so now they can roam about where they please, they think. No, not cool, man. Okay. The other advantage of having the Halle Berry Steggo dino is we have a larger pooper now. We can get medium poops much more easily. What do we got going on in here? We got some human. All right. What we got going on here? Medium, medium, small. Okay, cool. I have gained a level from all these narcotics. Oh, we got a bird. I don't think he's going to ignore me. All right, let's get some more weight. We're almost up to 500. 119 Ingrams to spend right now. That's gorgeous. All right. Now my tools are getting kind of weak, right? I'm going to leave these on her to eat. I'm going to toss that and that and that. We'll keep the rest, thatch and stuff. And there's another level for me. Hooray for me. Oh, that's for her. Sorry. Hooray for making narcotics, right? All right, let's go get some metal. How much weight are you carrying right now, Hallie? 289. Let's dump all this stuff off. So we don't take it with us to go get some metal. But let's go get some metal. That's the beautiful thing about having a dinosaur that can carry 600 pounds. I can carry 400 by myself. The dinosaur can carry 600. I can have the dinosaur follow me, and I can now make a 1,000-pound, metal run, if that's what I so choose to do. Keep in mind, berries are not light. Every stack of 100 weighs 10 pounds. That doesn't seem like much until you're starting to carry quite a few stacks of them. This is all very valuable stuff that I should not have been carrying around with me for so long. All right. So our berry empire has good. She's pooping out. All right, let's roll, Halle Berry. And there's tons of berries to be gathered around here, by the way. So our narco supply is going to get big fast. And don't be afraid to kill things with these herb dinos, like dodos and stuff, because they're good experience. I mean, they really are. When you get something like that, like a parasaur trapped, absolutely kill it. It's easy XP. She's a thatch gathering monster. Now, if I ever need any food, obviously I can just take whatever I need, gobble it down right quick. No problem. I'm going to show you guys another cool trick when we get up here to load up the dino for just a second. believe I just saw a Pulmonosca, aka a scorpion. What sucks is on these slow dinosaurs. Now check this out, by the way. If you tell your dinosaur to follow you, even if it doesn't have stamina, it will sprint as though it does. And you can set the different following levels to determine how far away you want it to be from you. But it can sprint a lot easier when you're not on it, so you can move it a lot quicker that way. But then you're not riding your dino, and it's kind of like, oh, I want to ride my dino. So a good idea might be for you, if that's, if that bothers you, to have a dino for riding in front of a dino that's for hauling. That's a very typical method that I use for dinos. See, that's what's bad. Because now she can fall off that hill right there. And she will. She will make the genius decision to jump off right there trying to follow you. Or I will make the genius decision to ride her off right there. Both things happen. For real. Now we got compies coming up here. So I'm going to jump back on her so we can kill those right quick and give her the experience, because whole swarm of compies it looks like. There's one down. Swing that big spike tail, big girl. Two down. Be two to go, I think. Three. Heck yeah, that one was 130. Oh, we got Dilos up here too. She's just getting all the XPs now. I got a level 2. Nice. 149, and we're up to level 40. Let's take a look at what we've got Ingram-wise. So we picked up the Pteranodon saddle not too long ago. Shotguns, metal shields, very cool. Beelzebub saddles, not bad. Aranio saddles. Here's all of our water pipes that are metal format. That's very cool. The S Plus Gardener, S Plus Farmer, S Plus Nanny. I need to do some looking into those. I don't think I'm ready to make use of those yet. But there's definitely some good things in there. Refertilizer will make things that were in your area once grow back. I think we're going to just hold off on spinning anything for right now. Okay, so right here, this is where we get all of our metal from. These are all these striped rocks and these bright gold rocks. These are all ore-bearing stones. So let's clear out the dino here real quick of most of its weight. Because most of the stuff I don't need. Now, I'm never going to give up narco berries, at least not anytime soon. Because, well, we're going to need a lot of those, and I'm not willing to give those up. For her, we're going to pump weight. She's almost up to 700 pounds now. That's beautiful. And let's get some ore. Now, we do not want her to follow us right now. And I don't remember my unfollow key, so let's look real quick. So whistle all, stay put is Y. Okay, so T, for me, T is to follow, Y is to stay put, so Y. You just stay right there for me. Let's mine ourselves a little bit of metal here. Much easier than trying to dredge it out of rocks, I'll say that. There's 50 plus ingots already. We'll just dump this all onto her and get back to work. Okay, there's another one done. And basically what I would like to do now that I have this large storage capacity is I kind of want to clear this metal out in a single run as best as I can to where I don't have to come back here anytime soon and I've got plenty of metal to work with for a while. You know, I'll probably make myself a pair of backup tools and store them on the boat. That way if I die, I can immediately, you know, go. I have another set of gear to go to. Plenty of metal for future projects because a lot of the stuff we're going to be making soon depends very heavily on metal. Come to me, please, lady. So I can whistle and call her over, and as she gets near, I can be like, all right, you know, you're close enough, stop. Because I don't want her to get too close where I start whacking her in the face with this pickaxe. And the other advantage of doing a metal run is it's also kind of a stone run, right? So I've got 352 ingots, or not ingots, but ore so far. That's going to make me a lot of ingots, but I'm also gathering stone while I do this. And we know we need a lot of stone because I need to be able to build her a pin. And now that I can build things out of stone, I probably would like to build her pin out of stone. I don't know what kind of pin I'm going to build for her just yet. I'm thinking of doing like an enclosure where she's still on the actual ground rather than just a straight up building. I haven't decided yet. Alright, so we mined as much as we could right there before the pick broke. And we did pretty good. She's fairly loaded. Look at her weight. She is going to slow down drastically if I leave that much weight on her. So I'm going to take some of that weight off. I just pulled off 113 pounds. So she should be okay to move now. I should be still okay to move, right? Look at my weight. My weight looks pretty good. I just pooped. I don't know where it went. That kind of sucks. Yeah, my weight's solid. Now there's crystal in a few spots back here, but I don't need crystal too badly right now. So let's do this. In her behavior, let's change her follow distance from medium. We don't want it on lowest, but let's put it on low, where she stays a little closer to me. Let's tell her to let's go. Now she's not sprinting yet. That means she's still got too much weight. All right, let's forfeit some of it. I hate to do it, but we're probably going to drop the wood. Can I carry the wood and sprint? I can. See if she keeps up any better that way. Now, she's not sprinting, so she's still way overweight, but I can deal with that. Can she fit through there? So what we can do if she can't fit is either I can chop down the trees, or in this case, I can just swing the tail, right? Clear some trees out. All right, there we go. So let's get rid of all this extra weight we just picked up because obviously she ain't carrying all that. It ain't gonna happen. Plus she's got me on her back and we all know that I'm a fatty. So let's jump back off and see if she's good to go again. So here's the cool thing about a dino. If they fall off of from a high place like this on their own, they don't die from it like we do. They'll survive the fall. So when we can do things like this and trick her into falling off, that's a good thing for us because she's going to go straight to the bottom. See, there she goes. So she's down at the bottom now waiting on me. And she's going to be fine. She'll have all the ore and stuff on her. And it's going to be a much quicker trip home now because I don't have to wait on her. I can just run all the way back down, sprinting myself, and go scoop her up and take her back to the house. The only problem is doing that in a dangerous area where there might be a hostile dinosaur. Generally, there's not hostile dinos there, so there shouldn't be as much for us to worry about. So we're going to traipse down from right here, take a little bit of a fall, and hope that good old Halle Berry Gatherer is okay. Gotta wait on my stamp. I gotta poop again. I'm very concerned for her safety. Now, one of the things that I could be making for doing things like that is I could be running parachutes. And look, there she is. Level 33, nice and safe, just sitting there chilling and waiting. No harm done. Let's tell her, let's go. Hey, look, there's one of my natural enemies. I shot that bird in the neck. No more bird. All right. All right, let's go, my homie, the Steggo. We're going to very carefully walk her through here. I don't know why there are so many dodos spawning up here. It's pretty wild. I've never seen this amount of dodos spawning up here. So now we just wait for the Steggo to arrive. That's good. I don't know that S Plus can pull from dinos, but let's look. Let's check it real quick. So we're looking for this. We want metal. Yep, we can pull all of the metal off the dino right now. And here. Oh, beautiful. Nice and simple, right? I had some metal on me, but I'm not sure where it went, so that's okay. Do we have any flint on hand? Or any spark powder, I should say. There's flint, that'll work. Stop that, dodos. That's gross. Okay, let's make all of that. And then let's do the same thing. Let's grab here. Let's look for any narco berries. There's some on Halle Berry. There's some in a small crop plot. We'll take Halle Berries. Pull those in. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 100, 100, wait, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. So we need 100, about 122, it looks like, meat. I'm just going to take 120. And all that huge stockpile of spoiled meat we had sitting back is gone. We've used it all making narcotics. We're going to be up over 200 narcotics now, and that's massive for what we're going to do in the future. So there we go. Our first dino, hugely successful. Halle Berry, Stegosaurus, great way to start. If you can get a Steggo early game, super powerful dinos. Just got to get yourself a saddle. A trike is good, but nowhere near as good as a Steggo. They're way better than a Parasaur, but nowhere near as good as a Steggo. And a Mammoth is going to be even more amazing. As always, guys, I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope I've taught you some things. If you liked it, like it. If you haven't subscribed, click that subscribe button. It helps me. It tells me I'm doing things you guys want to see. I'm trying to work on sizing them down. I'm not so good at it, but I'm trying. Other than that, if you want to see more, let me know. Leave me a comment. Talk to me. Tell me what's going on. You guys be good to one another. I'll see you in the next episode. Laters.